so the purpose of today is for a bit of a mobility session. This can be used as a warm-up, as a cool-down on just a day where you need a recovery session, or when you know you're getting tight and you need to start getting on top of that. Mobility is something we often forget about, so try and make sure that you get this done. The ideal world, you do this at least once a week, okay? But it depends on you, your time, and how often you can fit it in. All right, so we're going to start off first of all with our kind of cat-cow. So make sure your hands are under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Push your stomach out, lift your chin and stick your bottom out. You then curl the other way, feel all your vertebrae opening up the opposite way round. Tuck your chin in, tuck your bottom in, round your back. Ease back the other way round, lift that chin, and then drop it back under again. That's it. Really feel the stretch at both ends of movement. Tuck right in, round that back. Good. All the way through. Drop your shoulders down, feel your shoulder blades pulled together, and then go the other way. Open up those shoulder blades, feel the stretch through your upper back. Good. Right the way down, lift that neck, drop it through. We're going to do just one more of these. All the way down, push those shoulders down, open up the chest, back the other way, open up the upper back, round that back. Good, well done. Okay, next one we're going to do, so sitting back on your heels, from there, sort of into that child pose sort of position, really drop back, and then you're going to come forwards and through. Drop the hips in, keep that back elongated, don't put too much pressure through your lower back. Rotate to look at one heel, then rotate to look at the other heel. Back to centre and roll it all the way back to your heels. Relax there for a moment and then come back through again. Drop the hips, lift that chin, rotate to one heel. Rotate round to the other and drop through again. Nice. Try and make them flow nice and comfortably. Lift that chin, drop the shoulders, rotate to one side, rotate round to the other, and we'll sit it back. Good, let's do one more of these. Extend the back, rotate, and to the other heel, and finish by sitting back to those heels for a moment. Good. Now come back up, so that hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now what we're going to do here is you thread your hand through along the ground, let that other arm bend, reach through, and come back and switch hands and go the other way. So the back of your hand slides across the ground as far as you can reach, and then you come back up to centre. Really slide that hand back up to neutral, fingertips reaching as far away from you as they'll go. Good. That's it. Really reach it nice and far. Let's go one more each side. Good, and one more the other way. Nice. Okay, now from here, we're going to extend one leg out to the side, so that leg should be straight. Weight over this leg, hand on your hip. So that's the hand of the leg that's out on the hip. The other one comes up over the top. You're going to reach right the way round towards your toe. Let your arm bend as you complete the circle and back up to the top again. Reach right the way round, all the way to the toe, sweep across the ground and back up to the top. Nice big circles, really sweep. Let those hips stick out as you go down. Good, one more. Nice, let's go the other way. So shimmy across, foot out, hand on hip. So we reach round, over the top, down towards that foot, sweep across the ground, out to the side, over the top, round to that foot, sweep across. Good. Reach as far as you can with those fingertips. Sweep across. So as you're sweeping across the ground, really stick those hips out. Feel the stretch go through the hamstrings, should come through your adductors. Really ease it through. We're going to do one more this side. Up and over, and round we go. Good. Okay, next one we're going to do world's greatest. So we go into a lunge position. Now, if you need to, you can keep that back knee on the ground. But those that have the mobility and can, I want that back knee to come up off the ground. This hand that's in the middle is going to go reach under your armpit and then open out to the sky. Reach down under your armpit and up to the sky. Don't go beyond vertical, just to vertical. Under that armpit, up to the sky. Good, let's do two more. Try and keep those hips up. Good, let's swap legs. So now the other foot. So again, it's the hand that's in the middle. Reach up, and then under that armpit. Up to the sky, under the armpit. Don't rush any of these movements, go at your own pace. Almost pause at each end range of movement. Pause at the top, pause at the bottom. Let's go with one more. Pause at the top, pause at the bottom. Good. Okay, now we're going to come into a squat position. So when you squat, I want you to lift your arms as high as you can go, all right? Without you moving up onto your toes. We'll then put your hands to the ground and lift those hips. Don't worry if your legs don't straighten, just go to where you can. You then sit back into a squat and reach your arms as high as you can. Don't worry if it's not very high. And then hips up. The whole point in these movements is to gain your mobility, so don't worry if you've not got it yet. Just means you need to do more of it, that's all. Good. So even if your movements are only small, that's still better than nothing, okay? Go to your range. That's it. Good, one more of those. Nice, okay. Now the last one we're going to do with this is back into the hamstrings because we often get tight here. So back into that lunge position. Now from here, you're just going to rock back and lift that toe. So you come forwards, you then rock back and lift that toe. So as you rock back, you push your hips backwards. So you'll notice you need quite a wide lunge position here. If you're too narrow, you're not going to be able to do this. So start nice and wide. Lunge forwards, rock back, drop those hips, knee out. Don't put too much pressure through this leg, it's just for stability. Okay, let's switch. Again, start nice and far in front. Ease forwards, rock back and lift that toe. Ease forwards, rock back. If you need to put your hands on the ground for this, that's absolutely fine. So wherever's most comfortable for you and lets you relax through these positions. One more. Good. And we'll just do an upper body one as well to finish. So hands across your chest. Ease around one way. Ease to the other. If your knees don't like you kneeling, you can do this sitting or sitting on a chair. Good, as far as you can go. Let that head turn as well. One more. And hopefully that should be you a little bit more mobilised.